phone, I got hella options all on my own. Don't need no clothes. She know my rep, they love the guys. I'm on my way. She reply, bring the smoke in the Bombay. You know me very well, be thinking 20 minutes like, anile. I'm moving too fast.
I'm fucking with this.
I got an idea. All of my life,
okay. Y'all wonder who this is? That's Osyrus Bolly. That's Valet. Guest currently today on Unspoken Conversation. This your boy Antoine the Source. And again, as you heard, we got Osyrus Bolly in the building from the natural state.
Yeah.
That's Arkansas. If you ain't know, if you ain't pay attention in school.
Yep.
And if you looking at us online, you know you might see a lovely queen to the left of me. And you know sometimes if you just pull up, things might just happen. You know what I mean?
People might not show up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you want to go on the mic? But nah.
Hey, shout out to all the people that ain't here right now.
Yeah, but boy,
I would but I don't want to fuck up the carpet.
You know it's the first day of school, so we'll give these niggas a little pass. You know what I'm saying? Like
hey, D-boy and knowledge.
Yeah, you know. These niggas tell us an hour before the show.
I'm up for a late stretch.
I ain't gonna,
don't put your money on them niggas.
Did he gonna talk about what he said? I'm a questionable. You know what he said? Like
on the injury report, huh?
Yeah. I was reading today. Like, oh, he looked doubtful.
So what this nigga say? I'm like, bro, he dated that. He a game time decision. This is what he saying. He say if I log off and say I'm a game time decision. Yeah. Nigga, like what? Like, hey, that's how you get kicked out of groups. You know what I'm saying? We try to go. Know what I'm saying? Imagine that we had a show, and this nigga talking about a game time decision. How we supposed to sell it?
Oh man,
we didn't gave them tickets. They didn't buy tickets for 4 people. You know, it's 3 niggas. He gonna try to David Ruffin us come down. Come down the goddamn hall. You know, down the aisle with the spotlight. I was like, yeah, man. I'm back, baby.
Came in. Like, it's time.
Yeah, man. Acknowledge. That nigga even worse. It was 30 minutes. Like, nigga, you knew you had shit to do. Like,
hey, for real, though. Hey, you niggas just said something about
bro, break it to me easy, bro. Like, goddamn. Like, nigga,
that don't happen too often.
I gotta help wifey. Like, nigga, you knew you had a honeydew this morning when you woke up.
See, man, I'm glad you said honeydew, man. You call them dudes honeydews, they be like, what you talking about?
You know she got that nigga head, so I'm gonna need you tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, she teach. Like, hey, bro, like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he should have been on that.
Y'all
they be in the teacher's lounge sipping wine at the end of the first day.
You know, she come home to pop a bottle and and vent like, man, this is motherfucker back there. That shit to the back right. I know this nigga gonna be an issue all semester.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they picking them out.
Like,
absolutely.
I know. Hey, you know, with this being the first day of school, if you listening, you know, this Monday, a lot of people, you know, had the pictures. You know what I mean? So, of course, Antoinette from Tampa. You know, I just want to, you know, let you know, say hey to the people. You know.
Hey everybody.
You know, we done had a conversation.
Yeah, you ain't.
Listen,
don't be coming in here
drinking this Crown Straight, and this is like.
You from Florida?
We don't drink this junkie juice.
Oh, y'all drink E&J?
Yeah, E&J. They still sell that?
No, niggas from Florida drink Remy.
They drink Remy and Hennessy.
I'm about to say Hennessy too, man.
Yeah, like crazy and Remy.
Because them Haitians be on that Hennessy heavy. Yes. Like, you know what fuck you up though? You know we ain't the biggest consumers of Hennessy, right?
No, not at all.
Who?
Asians. Niggas sleep on. Nigga, what? That's they drink. That's they go to.
Yeah.
It'll fuck you up.
I did not know.
You ever been to a Chinese wedding, bro?
No. That's what I was about to say. I ain't never been in no kicking it.
Hennessy on every table.
Chinese wedding,
nigga, what?
What Chinese wedding you went to, man?
No, Hennessy. How you get in there? Isn't Hennessy a Chinese? I know people. I'm a cultured nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got friends outside you black ass niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't mind showing. I'm the black friend. They don't mind bringing around family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he might have 12. He like, it's 6 of these niggas can't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the safe one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah.
Really?
I think I'm the safe one. You know, I know how to turn that shit on. You know?
Oh, okay.
Give them the corporate voice until, you know, about the 3rd drink.
What's your corporate voice sound like?
Hey, nigga, I'm a pro at that shit.
Do it.
Because I'm country as fuck already. So that shit, like, it's like part white boy twang but it's like black with black soul. You know what I'm saying?
Like Tennessee whiskey, man, basically.
Cheers. Is that Antoine Johnson? Is this Z? How you doing? Oh, of course. No, not at all. It's not a bad time. You need to talk to me? Oh, of course. What are my experiences? You know, you gotta say you know what I'm saying? You gotta have the like just make that shit sound harmless as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's like, love working out. You know, I love working out. Just gives me an escape from the daily work grind. You know, I like actually facing blunts when I go home. I can't give you this shit. I'm about to give you the cultured me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I love watching documentaries. They love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
When you say
that's what you tell
documentaries,
people.
you just gotta come up with shit because when you get casual with them, like you get a better chance of like getting through.
I feel
like just say some random shit you like doing. Like yoga. Them niggas will be like, oh, niggas good.
Yeah, it's cool until they invite your ass to a yoga class.
Hey, nigga, hey. I've done yoga a few times.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah,
I can't really do that, man.
What?
I can't really change. Like, I'm
No,
the same nigga.
He ain't lying.
No. I'm talking about like you not changing. You just basically
They
like
call that code switching.
it's because I look at it like this.
Nah.
I look at it like
It is
this.
code switching.
It's not code switching if I'm talking about the same shit. I'm talking about like
You just
if I
change your voice.
need something from you, like so if I was trying to get a job, I know I can't come in there and tell you what the fuck I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't sit there and say I just like to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to get you because it's like man, I'm not about to just bring a motherfucker that.
But now that's not like telling them what you really do. It's just not telling them everything you do. Exactly. Like I can tell them some cool shit I do. Like everybody got some cool shit, some fucked up shit.
But Flip, I normally do like I like to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you.
Say the bad shit. Like that ain't.
That's what I like documentaries. I'm always telling y'all ass about a random ass documentary I saw. I'm telling you that part of me. I don't tell you that. Shit.
You smoke blunts while you watch these.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I leave shit out. Oh shit. I like to watch animals, like National Geographic.
But ain't nobody going to work telling people all the bad shit in life they do. Like,
niggas, white people love to disclose the shit they do.
Well,
I gotta agree with you.
You in corporate America, right?
Absolutely.
Like somebody that overshares, like
Absolutely. White people, especially if you get them drunk.
You ain't even gotta do that. Sometimes.
Well, sometimes it all depends on.
They catch you in the right car.
No, I mean, if they feel like they can trust you.
Come with a box of donuts in the morning. Let me tell you about my week.
Yeah. If you get into a room full of white people and bring up the right topic, it'll be stories for the rest of the fucking day.
Man, man, my wife wanted the cuckold. What? Like, what? What?
I guess I don't talk to white people in my job.
Flip is not, but he look unapproachable as a nigga. Like, cause Flip had that. He always got that stoic look on his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a welcoming black man. Like for a white guy, just like, nah, that's not the one. All right? Yeah. like he over there looking at the crowd like that ain't the one. That ain't the one that started aimless conversation with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man. We be bullshitting, man.
Nah, man, it's good. It's good vibes.
Man, Osyrus, man. First of all, I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm telling you.
You happy to be here, right?
Yeah, I'm so.
But he just basically got it phonetically right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Yeah. I don't cut my words off. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. To y'all niggas, like for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this the same effect. You feel me? Like I'm agreeing.
Already.
But yeah, so man.
Good likable guy, man.
You done pulled up.
Yeah, man.
Man, we ain't gonna corrupt you. You a silent individual, so
Man, I'm out there.
I done heard good things. I heard good things.
Say I'm out there.
I'm out there, man.
But yeah, man, tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you coming from, where you hailing from, what you pulling up on, what's your emphasis, what's up?
Man, my name Osyrus Bolly. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Man, just a little short spiel on myself, man. I'm an artist / activist, man. On my platform, I combine the arts and my passion for like community involvement and activism, I call it liberation arts. You know what I'm saying? So I use my art to help free the people. And so, man, over the last few years, man, I had an opportunity to grace some stage with some good people, man. Big Boy from Outkast, Raekwon from Wu-Tang Clan, Sonny Patterson, Bilal, you know, Jessica Caremore, Georgia Me, Dwelle, a lot of people, man. So I did my thing a little bit as an artist, man. Got an album I called Tis the Season to Be Bolly. And got a couple of joints coming up, you know what I'm saying, soon, project called Hallelujah. And on the other side of the game, man, doing a lot of activism in the community, man. I'm big on criminal justice reform, civic engagement, youth empowerment. So, you know what I'm saying, I lead several movements, man. I got an organization, I'm a lead organizer, Arkansas Youth Coalition for Social Change, man. We took over 100 kids to the state capitol for the legislative session this past January, man, to testify on the floor. And this past summer, me and my homegirl, Don Jeffrey, we've been doing the Know Your Rights tour for the hood. We call it the Know Your Rights Hood Tour. Went all over Central Arkansas, man, just informing people about their rights, how you interact with the police, how you show up, what you do is for your immigrant rights, voting rights. And, man, we served over 200 people this summer, just basically educating them on their rights. So we about to just take it up another notch, man, and do some more stuff. So that's me, what I've been doing in a nutshell.
So how long do you feel like you've been like 10 toes on the ground, like actually with the activism?
Man, maybe 6-7 years.
The reason I asked though is because I feel like this last 4 to 5 years, the climate has shifted where you see a lot more people willing to step up and voice. You know, it's like we got comfortable. We got fat for 8 years. You know what I'm saying?
They told y'all where racism is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, Matrix,
president.
You know what I'm saying?
Racism here? Talking about.
You know, they call us slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
some of y'all was like, you right. You sure right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm a cool motherfucker.
And it's why it's like, actually, it's perfect. I'm glad that, you know, we have two guests here. You know, one being from Florida and one being from Arkansas. Because I feel like those are states I feel like are, especially with you being in North Florida, are like the deep South in a way. You know what I'm saying? And so you see, well, a lot of people felt like it's only rooted in the South. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you wasn't aware of systemic racism. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you feel like if they wasn't calling you a nigga every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you wasn't getting stopped by the cops, you know, like, hey, man, shit is lovely. You know, I'm moving into white neighborhoods. I got white friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what happens is all it takes is one situation. That's why I like to say the A$AP Rocky situation. Like, he was talking reckless, like, I don't have them problems.
Yeah.
It takes one moment for us to remind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't ever forget who the fuck you are.
You are black.
Like, and so it's just, I feel like a lot of times when you see everybody, so you know, you can speak on that. Like, what, you know, you just moved here from Florida, Antoinette. What are some of the things you see or you saw, like, especially being in Tampa, because versus like here, do you see any difference in the cultural aspect of it, or like just the things of how blacks interact, just anything, just?
It is a little different. Since I've been here in Dallas, it has been more so of a different culture. I don't know if it's because mainly I live downtown, and so of course downtown is like a big melting pot. So there you have people from all over there. But I have noticed that when you go out into other cities like Fort Worth and Arlington, and where you have like your real Dallas natives, they're more welcoming. Versus and back in Florida, it's more so like, if you're not from here, what you doing here? You know, it's not as welcoming as you would expect it to be. I mean, unless you grew up there or you have family there or something like that. But the racism is definitely different here.
Yeah.
Definitely. It is a lot stronger here than it is in Florida. I mean, in Florida, we have our pockets of, you know, racism. Usually they stay in their city, county area, whatever it may be. We know not to go there, but it's not as open as it is here. And that's one thing that I've had to adjust to, just even going into a store and
no one looks like
white people walking past and they don't even want to say, excuse me. But now if I grab your ass, you're going to think I'm dead ass wrong.
No, like, it's a lot of places outside because Dallas is full of I always call, like transient people that have moved here from all over the country, So you have different climates of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's different in Arkansas. A lot of them people are rooted there, so that shit is like, it's almost like you know where to go. Like you stay from over there, it's gonna stay that way. It ain't gentrification, like none of that shit. But when you have a place like Dallas, it's like I moved here 9 years ago. I've seen the change. You know what I'm saying? True. It's like Bishop Arts was not Bishop Arts when I first moved here. And so it's now you're trying to navigate in a matrix in a world like where in Dallas where you don't really know where to go to it. Like people know Highland Park, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I don't need to be riding around there. But you don't know, it's like a place just 2 blocks from Malcolm X where like you over there, they're gonna look at you like, what the fuck you doing over here? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't run from it. It's like when you trying to find your place in a city that's outgrowing you, even though you lived here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you talk about prison reform and criminal reform and everything like that. Imagine somebody who went away and did time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I had a homie, man. I'm not gonna say his name, nothing like that, but I had a homie. He had to do a little bit. He had got caught up in a little situation, had to get himself, mentally stable or whatever. And he came back, man, and he was just amazed how things had progressed, but then at the same time, how much stuff didn't progress on the other hand.
Right.
Like he was like, "Hey man, I need you to get this music off this floppy disk for me." And I was like, "What?" I was like,
he missed iPods and all that shit.
We was recording. Last time we was recording, it was a floppy disk. See, my master's on a floppy disk, man. It's like
don't put your thumb right there.
Exactly. I was like, no sir, I have to go to some type of museum, some territorial restoration type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
Library of hip hop.
Yeah. But then he was, at the same time, then he was shot. He was like, wow, so, you know what I'm saying? Black people stay downtown now? You know what I'm saying? When he went away, black people went stay downtown. You know what I'm saying? That was like, we didn't even go to that side of town, really, to be honest with you. He was up there for us. My homeboy opened the first barbershop downtown. I just come down and I was feeling so out of place. I didn't know what to do with myself when I was waiting to get my hair cut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, people coming home, man, they don't really see, like, how much progression has happened as far as, like, the social justice movement, how some people are more emboldened and proud to be racist.
Yeah.
How everything is just... you were a minute away from going viral just because the smartphone come out and you getting checked on some racist stuff.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like people that just coming home, they don't understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my people that I work with, man, they prefer to just be at the house, not even get out and involve themselves in that stuff because
they knew.
They new to it, but they feel like they're gonna trip themselves up just by association. Like some of my stuff I do, they feel like it's a little too radical. I don't need to be there. Who gonna be there around you? Might be some other people that were formerly incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? They just basically just trying to stay free for the most part.
Have you had any interactions or, pushback, where you felt like you were in danger?
Yeah. I got my life threatened, man. Like, man, one of the first things I was known for, man, I had like a Confederate flag rally.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed a bunch of pro-black friends. We were like, we could go break that up.
Y'all bold.
Yeah. How many of y'all was it?
Oh man, it was a few cars deep. I'm saying about at least about 20 to 25.
How many was it?
Man, we don't know. Because when we showed up, it was like kind of tailing down. We just hopped out. And people started getting in their cars, man. But like, there's some pictures online. Like, face to face with like some dudes holding rebel flags. You know what I'm saying? This one girl, we had a bridge. We got a bridge in Central Arkansas. It's called the Big Dam Bridge.
Yeah.
And this one girl, she was in her like little workout gear. She came running towards me and hugged me. She was like, thank you. Oh my God, I didn't know what was going on. They came across the bridge and they were waving their flags in there. And I just ran through them and just like I didn't have nobody with me.
How did you feel? Like that made it all like worth it for you, pretty much to know. Like,
nah, I really wanted to just take the flag, but the police was already there. They got tipped off that we was coming to break up the rally because it got on Facebook. So the police, they was real slick about it. They pulled up, they didn't even say nothing. They just got the car. They just rolled their window down and pulled their phone out like it's right here. They were just going to catch whatever they could and then just come and get us.
Yeah.
So we kept it cool. We didn't get physical or nothing. But I had my life threatened, man, just over like calling out racism in Arkansas. I do it every week. I call out racism all the time. I was just telling him a story about 4 boys who got held at gunpoint for going door to door in this town of Arkansas fundraising.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it made the shade room and everything.
And her husband worked for law in the
worked for the county jail.
Yeah.
So she called him instead of calling the police. Said it's some boys suspicious in the neighborhood. He called the police. Said it's a suspicious activity. My wife just called me. Can you please go out there and check? By the time they got to her door, she had pulled out on them, lay on your stomach, put your hands behind your back. And you know what I'm saying? They waited.
Young high school kids, they're blind.
Yeah, and they was fundraising for their high school football team, selling discount cards. So then, 5 days later, the prosecutor get back in town. They charged her. She didn't take no mug shot. They said it was medical issues. So when she came to her first court appearance, they took a mug shot there. By then, this became a national story. Yeah. And so she moved out of our house already, which was she was rented from the sheriff. Yeah. And they like on some low key type stuff.
Oh, they trying to disconnect her away from that house first.
Already, yeah.
They know, like, okay, he might be some preferential treatment going on around
here. It
here.
is, yeah.
She probably moved to Florida.
You know, and like the thing about Florida though, like when shit happened between, like, all right, I feel like it's 2 type of white people in Florida. Right?
2 type of white people.
It's like 2 main types of white people. It's the white people that are redneck as fuck, but they cool as shit. But then you have, we're talking about native Floridas, not the people that moved there to retire and shit. Mm-hmm. Then you have your white people that are kind of elitist, but they like black culture. The reason I say that because I feel like, especially in South Florida, it's such a unique thing where like South Beach, it separates. It's like Miami is South Beach is not Miami. Yeah. No. South Beach is its own entity. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so once you cross the bridge, it's a whole different ball.
You got to roll your windows up and lock your doors. Yeah.
And so that's like, it kind of goes to what y'all was talking about with like, you know where you're not supposed to go. Mm-hmm. In Dallas, it's not a lot of that. I know it's probably Highland Park. Like, it's a few spots like North Dallas or some shit. There ain't a lot of places where I just feel like shit, I don't need to go there. Like in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like
But you know what the funny thing is, in Florida, you don't have many places that you can't go because of white people.
Right.
It's because of us.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Nigga,
y'all niggas is different.
Let me tell you something.
Man, don't say that.
Listen, you go to Miami. That's why everybody tell you go to Miami. If you going to Collins, you stay on Collins. You going to South Beach, stay on South Beach. Now you go over to Miami Gardens over there in the Poker Beans.
I heard about that.
Okay, as long as you know, there's a possibility you may not make it back to the Strip.
Because first of all, they know you. It's like certain places, certain pockets. You know how I go. Yeah. But like they know you ain't from.
I was just saying, talking about like she said it's because of us. Nah, man, that's staying your ground law down there. You don't know where you can go to find that in Florida.
I think that's gonna happen in any place where you got like such like a vacation spot right there where people just come and spend all types of money and kicking and stuff. Then you got the people who live there every day, and they just see this shit, but they can't be a part of it. So, of course they finna try to take them something.
Yeah, you put it that way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen in any city. It's not just like American city. You can do that shit in motherfucking Japan, you know what I'm saying? And the same shit gonna happen. Motherfuckers gonna prey on people coming they tours. They got a lot of money. You know where all of them gonna be at, and you broke right across the street.
So to kind of tie to that though, as far as like the separation of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we kind of spoke about gentrification in a way where like Dallas, you have gentrification that's prevalent here. people don't, I want to speak about Jay-Z, in a little bit, but I want to preface a mistake that they did with Jay-Z years ago that a lot of people don't realize, and I feel like a lot of people have, like, gentrification kind of like took the rug from under us, and so it's like, you got to think back in the 60s when it was white flight from the suburbs, from the inner city, they moved out to the suburbs, you know what I mean? Like, so they left us with the place that they didn't want, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then it was a shift, like about 2005, 2008, people start saying, I want to live in an urban, setting, you know what I mean? Like, let me get that. And so a lot of places it was blatant, other places it was subtle. Mm-hmm. I want to go to a place where I remember when I first went to New York to go to school in 2005, New York, Brooklyn, if you've gone to New York recently versus 2005, Brooklyn is like a whole new place. Yeah. What they don't realize, because I wanted to work my way up to the NFL situation with Jay-Z and how I'm nervous. Jay-Z's, I'm a big fan, but it's like I'm nervous now because he got used once in that Barclays Center issue. Yeah. They basically said, "Hey, we're gonna give you a little piece of the team. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna promise all these jobs. People gonna be able to come in and get jobs. Yeah. We're gonna help y'all situation out." Yeah. They priced them out though. They priced the people out of the neighborhood. Oh, jobs? Oh, we'll give these immigrants jobs. Everybody but the people that live there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so they used you. They dangled something in front of you. It's like, hey, come get it. And what people don't realize about wealth is wealth moves mountains, but it's a certain thing is influence that can part the sea. And I say that because influence is something you can't buy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can buy it, but you gotta get it.
It takes. But what I'm saying is, it takes a lot of generational gathering of these networks and this. I have this connection that I can move this, and you don't even know where to trace this. You know what I mean? Like, look at Donald Trump. Like, the infrastructure, they can't even get through to him. They can't get his taxes, and he's the president. How the fuck can't you get the president of the United States taxes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga about to skate out of 4 years and ain't proved where his money coming from. Like, how the fuck do you do that? You know what I'm saying? It's like they always find a loophole. Yeah. And that's the dangerous part of why I say this with the NFL. It's like the Jay-Z situation, you like, we kind of overlooked that. You know what I'm saying? Because you did all, and like, I approve all, like, I love all the stuff he's doing for social justice, reform, but it's like sometimes it's a fight that you might not be as prepared for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, the NFL is a good old boys club.
It is. Majority of the owners are Trump supporters and donors.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? 98% of them.
I know one thing that scared them, like, they finna come out with their other league. So imagine if he would have put his name behind the other league. It might have not took them over, but it would have might put a dent in with their profits on Sunday.
So that means it's a calculated.
So they was like, we got to do something just to make sure, cause that shit finna come out. They finna like the XFL or some shit. Finna start back. Imagine they would have partnered with somebody like that.
But it would have never. But the thing is, the NFL Shield would never have been penetrated that much. It's more about the fact is like, we want this Colin Kaepernick situation to go away.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But that's what they feel like. That what started the ratings drop. Right. The Kaepernick shit, and then the backlash from that, and then really, and it's more and more about social media and the way people consume shit now. Like, it used to be back in the day, you just game come on, you gotta watch this shit at home, or you gotta be at a bar. So that's what everybody was doing. Now you can be on the goddamn bus and you can watch the game.
But you also get access to other shit that's going on outside.
You can keep your life going on and have this experience. So like going to a game where you got to go sit there and shit, got to pay a lot of money and the prices up. And like you said, they price them out. It's not the same experience. So shit, so they profits come down at that point.
But you can go deeper than that though. All right. What two sports are you required to go to college? for a certain amount of time.
Football.
And basketball.
And basketball.
Yeah.
What two sports are most black? Football and basketball, right? So the NCAA thing, where they tried to basically say you got to have a degree, the Rich Paul rule. Because a lot of these players, they handle it from AAU, or they homeboy, the uncle. Like Kawhi Leonard, the guy that's informing him is his uncle.
Yeah.
Rich Paul don't have a degree.
Yeah.
He's like, how the fuck we going to, like, they have the first access to the goods. So if they got the first ear to them, they can't go over to CAA. So we about to make us, well, motherfucker got to get a degree. They got to be part of the NBPA.
Yeah.
You know, they got to take the standardized test. But that's how they been getting our motherfucking asses all these years for standardized tests. They was going to slide that shit in, though. Because if it wouldn't have been Rich Paul rule, they would have slid that bitch in. We didn't even know it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like it took somebody, but now we can sound the alarms. But that show you how far behind we are, though. Because it's like we just now sounding the alarms the last, 3-4 years? Yeah. Well, we can get traction now.
Yeah, and that's, man, that's like, you know what I'm saying? I love basketball and football, but like on the real, that's why I'm like, man, people ask me, man, what's your team? I'm like, I ain't got no team. I got players that I watch in the NBA now.
Yeah.
You don't owe your loyalty to none of these franchises, none of these owners, because when they done with you, they can throw you away like a dirty napkin. And so, man, go out there and get your. I feel like LeBron, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, switch team every year. You know like we used to do back in the day when we were playing on Super Nintendo. I'm trying to play for every NBA team on there. You know what I'm saying? I just demand a trade in the middle of the season. I don't care.
That's the scary thing of why the Jay-Z situation, because I feel like, you know, NFL is not a play when it comes to, like, you got to think. CTE, they still trying to take the NFL down, and they literally are saying they damaging brains, and the brand still as strong as ever. Like they taking on Congress because you got to think these is fucking 30 billionaires whose bottom line is potentially being impacted. You think this shit about to move silently? You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I say all that to say, I just hope Jay-Z know what the fuck he getting into.
Yeah, that's how I felt. At first, when I heard about it, I was like, man, Jay-Z on some bullshit, really. But then I thought about it, like, I mean, I guess you gotta, like, give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he do with it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'm just nervous. Like, I just say don't do it. It's just like you want to see what comes out of it because.
I mean, because you can't tell a nigga not to do that. They saying they gonna give him majority ownership of a team.
But it's like at what cost? Because you like these motherfuckers ain't been trying to let nobody in the door. And they just gonna let Jay-Z walk in this bitch and
I don't know. He might.
You know how many motherfuckers with bread longer than Jay-Z been trying to get into the NFL?
Yeah.
I mean,
Trump tried to get in the NFL. He couldn't get in the NFL.
So,
that's what I'm saying.
So these niggas about to get this nigga majority ownership just out of nowhere? Like,
but it's definitely a ploy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We ain't got guaranteed contracts for
niggas. Can you tell?
But y'all about to get this black man over 50% of a team and say, nigga, it's yours. No, bro, it don't work like that. No?
That's what they say they finna do, though.
Like, do you?
No,
like,
definitely.
What you think?
I don't think that's gonna happen at all. There's no way they're gonna give him 50% of that team and just let him run it. Seriously,
it's a catch.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's like a nigga saying,
though? What team is gonna be?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what team is gonna let you slide? It's gonna have to be something. They gonna put that shit nigga like in Buffalo. Like, nigga, make Buffalo cool, nigga. You make Buffalo cool, nigga. You can have this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Drake made Toronto cool.
No, but Toronto had a fly to it.
Touche.
You have niggas pulling up the goddamn Buffalo. In Minks and shit, talk about this what we have in Super Bowl 42, Super Bowl 62 parties. Like, when you have niggas out there popping bottles in Buffalo.
It don't take but 10 years to do.
That's what I'm saying. They about to say, niggas, work your influence, nigga.
Yeah.
Work your influence. Nigga, we gonna move you to Minnesota. Okay? Yeah. We gonna give you the goddamn Vikings, nigga.
Hey, they probably do like, shit like get a nigga like New Mexico. Or like Mexico. You know, they trying to get Mexico. They trying to get Mexico.
Some bullshit,
okay,
bro.
Man,
like,
we'll give you this team in Mexico, man. You make it a win.
They gonna give you the San Diego Chargers, the LA Chargers. Niggas playing the soccer stadium this year and still just selling bitch out. Like, you know how sad you gotta be as an NFL team. The niggas will put you in an MLS stadium and you can't sell that bitch out.
Them
like,
move to LA.
Like, better go sign Ronaldo or something. I don't know what y'all want to do.
Like, nigga, like, and so I said all that to say, like, I feel like they will get that nigga some bullshit, bro. Like, He ain't gonna get nothing
But
good.
if they give him if they gave him the LA Chargers, then that'll be dope.
You know what'd be dope? That nigga got like the Falcons. Like somewhere with
They ain't gonna give him the.
Exactly.
That's the nigga.
You know what, man? Can you imagine
off the
this nigga?
blank or something? That's like one of the richest ones.
He own people.
Exactly.
Like, own people. But just imagine though, nigga. Like if Jay-Z owned the Falcons.
He gonna have to get like the Carolina Panthers.
That's black enough. We that's down the street. You remember when Cam made the Super Bowl, nigga? He had Future on the sideline at the playoff games, taking pictures with Jeezy on the sideline. They all in the back eating goddamn chicken and shit.
They might give him the Carolina Panthers to make up a Charlottesville.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, they gonna be like, you know what?
Charlotte too close to Atlanta, nigga.
Here you go.
Charlotte close to Atlanta and DC, nigga.
Hey,
Two
but
blackest goddamn cities in America.
That's probably what they banking on, though, bro.
Bro, they ain't gonna let us do that shit. We gonna be in that bitch.
They gonna like, we're gonna throw in Cam Newton. We gonna give y'all back Cam Newton.
Cam Newton with Jay-Z as the owner, nigga. You know they damn near looking like that. They both going nappy. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're going too damn
Cause you know they both, you know, they growing their
you're going
natural.
too far. You're going too far.
You like Cam
Y'all ain't there for that, though? Okay.
I would be here for it.
Jay-Z and Cam Newton.
Nigga, what?
They gonna have a game and an after party.
On the cover of X and
I'm there for that one.
Hey, cause I remember when Cam made the Super Bowl, he was on that year. That nigga all on stage with Future at his concert after they won the playoff game. I'm like, yeah, I love this nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
If they was smart, they would put Jay-Z in control of the Pro Bowl weekend or something, because NBA All-Star weekend be lit, man. Girls be showing up. They don't even know the Greek Freak is. They don't know LeBron or nothing like that.
If you over 6'5", you ain't even got to be in the league All-Star weekend to get laid. Yeah. Like, nigga, like,
just show up.
I'm overseas. Like, nigga, if you over 6'5", you gotta lie already out the gate. I play overseas.
Yeah.
Like,
very true.
What's you supposed to say? Like, where? Like, Turkey.
But we never see pictures of Pro Bowl weekend.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
These bitches is getting smart. They doing their homework now.
No, yeah,
we know overseas don't make no money.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I first got out of school, I used to tell motherfuckers I was in the league, because, you know, it's easy to say you just, you know, on special teams or practice squad. You know, it's a lot of niggas on the football team. You can get lost.
Hell yeah.
You know. But now them motherfuckers like, where your card at?
Exactly.
Your NFL card, because you can get like an ID. Like, nigga, what? Like,
oh yeah. What's your Instagram? Let's see if you got the blue check. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, like now you can't do that shit.
Now.
Nobody like, what's your name? What's your name? Okay, I don't see that.
You gotta do your homework. Now you gotta go find somebody look just like you and get a height. You got a beard.
Identity.
You got a beard. You got a beard.
Brad McGee. Third string fullback, okay, I can do that.
Hey, really though, you just probably just gotta let them think about who you are. Don't even say it. Just hint at it.
Just say it. Like, just be like,
I got practice tomorrow.
I got practice.
Come to the club with your cleats on your shoulder. Doing what I do.
Niggas come with that bitch with sweats on. Come with that bitch with his sweats on and shit. Post up, you know. That's what niggas do in college, you know. I play ball. Niggas don't wear no regular clothes.
Yeah.
Nigga want you to know he play ball.
Oh yeah.
Nigga come to class with
your crop top practice jersey. Oh yeah.
Grass still in your head and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like nigga.
We practice this morning.
Is that true?
Two a day.
But no, cause oh man, so we got I want to know, like, shit. What's the craziest lie a nigga ever told you to get you? You busted a minute.
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh.
I sure about to say she might not know the biggest lie.
What's a lie? Well, what's one lie? What's a lie that a nigga done told you to get you and you figured it out later on?
That he was a VP of a company.
What company?
It was a bank.
LinkedIn? You check LinkedIn?
Listen, I wasn't even thinking about no LinkedIn. I was like, are you now?
What he ended up doing?
Well,
like, that's what I want to get at.
You could just tell by his conversation that it was like, huh?
But maybe he could have code switched.
Yeah, that's probably what that was. Man.
No.
You know, he might have been like a kid
No.
on some
So
butt.
what was the moment where you knew, like, this nigga is not a VP of a bank? Like, what was the aha moment?
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I went over to his house for dinner one day, and I found a eviction notice.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, you're late on your rent, but you make 6 figures a year.
You gonna have bills?
Well, I mean, shit. Like he might be getting his credit together.
Yeah, bills and shit. Bad investments or something.
Money might be tied up in some other shit.
Child support.
That too.
So when it came, I was like, so you, like, nigga, did you know what he really did?
Yeah.
What you find out?
Eventually, I found out what he
did.
did. He was just a recruiter.
At the
I
bank?
mean, why you lie about that
But
shit,
he still
though?
worked at the bank though?
No.
A recruiter for what? An army recruiter or something like
I
that?
thought he's like a job recruiter for the bank or something.
All right, is he recruiting for like corporate jobs or warehouse jobs?
Warehouse job.
Yeah, because the payout ain't as high on them
Exactly.
bitches. Like them, like
Just like that's like working at Steinmart.
because you know you get
Exactly.
Cause you know,
Did
you
you
get,
just say
because you know as a
Steinmart?
recruiter, as a recruiter, you
You
get
done showed your
no,
age just that.
because you get a percentage of what they get. You know what I'm saying?
that's-
So,
Oh man.
so if you're a recruiter and you banking niggas on 6-figure jobs, you eating. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
But if you the warehouse nigga that just show up with ID, like,
You hoping this nigga show up for work. Because you know a lot of these
because
niggas.
niggas gotta stay for at least 90 days when you get your bonus.
Hey, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, them
Like,
niggas get like 2 weeks checks. So I'm finna flip this shit right here.
Exactly.
I'm back.
you get, the longer they stay, the more you get paid. You know how stressful this nigga job is. Like, bro, God,
Hey, I'm back.
damn, bro,
Can't stay one more week.
One more week, nigga. Like,
I'm going back to selling these pounds. I can't.
man, come on, man. Work with me, man. Meet me halfway. Just do 30 hours. You just got to do 30 hours this week.
Pure under pressure.
So
Every week.
Cause really, like you gon' if you do that shit though, cause you know you ain't gonna get that first week pay, right? So when you quit that job, right, you gonna get them extra 2 weeks.
man, you know how many niggas
He is stressed out,
niggas
man.
bitching after that first
Nah,
check.
but I'm saying though, cause they know that last check gonna be like 2 checks.
Hey, nigga be like, I just needed to show proof of employment for
That's
the joint.
it. That's exactly how it was too. They just need to show proof of employment.
Nigga, that's all I need is a W-2, nigga. That's all I need, bro. W-2 is for a month. Like, nigga, just like, this solid month, bro. Like, coming to work mad as fuck. Like, bro, I ain't no 9 to 5, nigga.
Back on.
Hey, bro,
Back on.
I ain't built for this.
I ain't built for this shit, nigga. Responsibility.
I'm telling you.
No, man, I could never be the like supervisor of some shit like that, bro. Cause I'ma fight you niggas, man. Like my turnover rate this fucked up. They looking at me like, what's wrong? Like, nigga, these is dope boys, nigga. Like,
I'm stressed out.
like
I feel like I got 2 keys in my trunk on the last hour of the ride.
these niggas sleep talking to me on the phone, talking about why they can't come on time. Like nigga, like. Oh shit, bro! Because I got a homeboy in the military. He an officer. So you know when you're a platoon leader, like if them niggas get in trouble and shit, like they call you, like no matter the time of day. Like nigga getting the fight at the club, like nigga you getting called, like so you know like the normal enlistee is a nigga that really ain't have a lot of options. You know what I'm saying? Like. Then you get that nigga his first pay, he go get him a Charger. You know, it's the cars that a nigga gets as soon as he hit the military. Like Camaro, Charger.
Yeah.
Like he, you know, he in his hot boys. He in his hot
That's
boy
what he
bag.
went to the military for.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
like, fuck this
nigga,
shit.
what?
Tired of being broke.
I'm tired of being broke. That's exactly what.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know these niggas still like.
Yeah.
You ain't programmed them niggas that well yet. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, especially them white ones, you know, them motherfuckers doing like real shit, like getting caught with coke and shit. Like,
But at the same time, you just program these niggas to kill, and you finna that shit. You don't think that shit fuck
exactly.
with
So
you?
these niggas ain't did shit. And they been in basic 4 months. You let these niggas go out. They got money saved up because y'all been paying them and they can't do shit with it. They gonna get into some shit when they go back home. You know what I'm
This
saying?
how you kill
Like,
a motherfucker. Here's some money.
He's saying.
I come back in 3 weeks.
He said one of his
Tell me
soldiers got caught with 4 pounds in the pack, bro, of weed. Like, what the fuck was you doing with 4 pounds of weed? Like, nigga trying to flip the bitch. This nigga had little, you know what I'm saying? Shit, this nigga had little, you know, the side. Nigga got to buy a few bands. You like, nigga,
You been training this nigga to shoot guns and kill niggas for like the last 2 months though.
like, man,
So
you know, that's a
shit.
felony. You know what I'm saying? And so This nigga gotta do paperwork and shit. The DOJ gotta get involved. And this nigga like, bro, I'm on vacation, dog. My wife, it's their anniversary. They went out the country and shit. Them niggas like, hey, either you delegate this or you got to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, it's like having, cause he say he's responsible for like 180 people, man. You know how many fuck ups out of that 180 people, dude? And so I say all that to say, a lot of times what happened is a circumstance kind of go back to him. A circumstance just put it to where like shit, I ain't getting the caliber of women that I want when I tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? The nigga just was fed up. And he was like, man, what sound good? You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Had he told you what he did when you originally met him, would you went out with him?
Yeah.
Really?
I would have.
So he tricked himself out of his own spot.
I would have, definitely. That was the crazy part. I was like, why did you lie? I mean, it ain't like I make $100,000 a damn year. So what'd you lie for?
You gotta live up to that budget.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, did his house look like $100,000?
Really? Okay, so it was weird because we went on like really expensive dates. Always went on really expensive dates.
That nigga missing bills, you know that, right?
Exactly. And that's why his damn rent was late.
Like car note. Date.
Exactly.
I ain't hit you.
He must have really like you then.
But that's fine. But
wrong.
I don't even think it was a matter of liking. You just had to put on. You had to set up this certain image for people to think that's who you were.
How excited did you get though when he took you on that first? Because the high might have been seeing how excited you was when he took you on that first expensive date.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Man, I can't replicate this shit.
Did you come out like super fly? Like, did you find his hell?
I was like, okay.
See, you done fucked this nigga head up. He done went into.
I'm not even gonna lie. First time I was basic as shit. And I was like, this nigga probably just lying. He don't really work for no VP. He ain't really work for no bank. I go out there, I'm like, all right. So the next time I'm like, all right, bitch, let me find my red bottoms in the closet. Let me go get my good shit on. Let me go get my makeup done.
Went to the mall and got her makeup done.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so she coming in this bitch like,
it's an opportunity.
Exactly.
So this nigga is like,
this nigga is really.
I'm loving this shit, man. She feeling me. She rubbing his head on his arm and shit. You know what I'm saying? She biting her lip when she look at the nigga. You know, that nigga getting caught up in this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too far gone now.
Right,
like,
exactly.
He like, man, you think I'm supposed to tell the truth, man?
He's lost in the sauce.
Like, he got lost in his own sauce.
That's what happened.
Like,
too much drip.
Nigga sit there, like, and then you know the nigga bag, and he be like, damn, bro, damn, I thought you would let me hit by the second date, nigga. I gotta find the goddamn funds for a third one. Cause he like, cause once you just spent $600-700 and you still ain't got none yet, you like, might as well just finish the job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's how niggas look at it. Like, I'm either out of $700 and ain't even smelled, or I can spend an extra $120.
Go all the way in, huh?
Go one more
That's
day.
how they get you in Vegas,
because
too.
I was just talking to her about, like, some niggas date literally, like, to have sex.
That's true.
Like, I'm going to tell you why I say this.
You don't have to do all that, brother.
But Osyrus. No, Osyrus. So, no, but I'm telling you, all right, so Dallas has a lot of professional women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, some of them, they got a little like, shit, I ain't gonna let this nigga fuck the first night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got some motherfuckers, they be like, it's about the chase. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm gonna take her out a couple times, hopefully, she fuck with me. And it's like, the nigga know he don't wanna be with her long term. Mm-hmm. He just wanna get her like, cause she was a little standoffish with him, so now it's like, it's a game, so it was like, I'm gonna get her wall down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking with her, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let her know she can be had, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, Flim looking at me like this, like, I mean, this shit is real, like.
Yeah, I mean, for how long though? Like, that's like.
Once you get her to fall, it's like the fun is gone. It's like the reason I said I've done dumb shit like this before. You make a little money.
Oh, so there you like professor.
From a perspective.
Yeah, you make a little money. You like shit.
You been through
she
it.
got her shit together. She look good. I want her.
I mean, what's this between that and just having a good time though?
But what I'm saying is like when you are courting somebody, you know how it is. Nigga, you meet somebody's representative. You ask a nigga what is his plans. Like, I mean, like, all right, no, this is how you get them. This is how they get you. They put you on the spot. Or like, so, you know, what are you looking for? That's an open question, and that's what a lot of niggas trip themselves at. That one question, because you can be honest and like,
I'm just trying to smash.
I'm just looking, you know, I'm just
all I want to do is zoom.
I ain't looking for nothing serious.
Like, man.
But you know what? I've learned with that question, and I think now as I've gotten a little bit older, y'all fuck yourself up with that question.
Hey.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Because the thing about it is, we would rather you go ahead and say, listen, I'm not looking for anything serious. Like, I just want to have fun. Though I'm gonna tell you why we gonna fuck with you. We gonna fuck with you, number one, because you were honest. Number two, at least you gave me that option. Because now I have the option of knowing whether or not I want to fuck with you or not. I'm gonna tell you something. Number one, we already want to fuck you, or we wouldn't be in your face.
Yeah, that's true.
So that, like,
Preach.
I mean, the battle's halfway already fought. Now the other half was whether or not you're gonna be honest with me. So with you coming to me to say, hey, listen, I ain't really looking for nothing serious. Like, I just want to have somebody I can hang out with, chill with. No problem.
But how many times has a man did that and then still got to deal with the drama later?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Because the thing about that is, and I'm going to tell you, this is where y'all fuck up. This is where y'all, see, this is why I need to get my pod started. Yeah. See, this is where y'all fuck up.
You just fucked up.
You definitely just fucked up. The reason why women get in their feelings when they dealing with situations like that is because although you don't want her in that type of way, you guys still want her to play this particular position. Let me tell you something. When you're dealing with, and I can only speak for me, I can't speak for other women, but me personally, and I have this conversation with my friends all the time, I don't get personal with someone that I know it's nothing with. And what I mean by that is, if you come to me and let me know, hey, listen, I'm not looking for a relationship, I just want us to be friends, okay, no problem. I don't give a fuck how your day was. I don't give a fuck how your children doing. I don't give a fuck where you work. I don't give a fuck where you live. Bitch, I barely know what you drive. The only thing I want to know is, hey, are you coming over? Okay, well, the door's unlocked. Because that's our relationship. Because then where shit gets cloudy, good morning, how's your day, how you feeling, because again, we're emotional creatures. That's just us by nature. So we are always going to, he check on me every morning. Guess what's going to happen? As soon as you stop, guess what she going to say? Oh, you don't text me good morning no more. Now she in her feelings.
Keep that same minute. You know how many times I done got KTSC in my goddamn phone?
That's my point. Keep that. See, that's where y'all fuck up.
You just start fucking off from the start. You just gotta be piece of shit from the whole.
No, it's not about being a piece of shit.
No, it's not about being a piece of shit. It's about basically giving full disclosure.
Exactly.
A lot more women are cool with just keeping it where it is.
Exactly.
Until you start like. Well, shit gonna start going wrong is where people start towing line.
I feel like everybody gonna be a little bit more than what they is in the beginning in any relationship, because it's just like.
But that's a relationship.
No, I ain't saying relationship like, hey, I want to be with you. I'm talking about anytime you interact with another person.
No.
Hold on, bro. Like, look, every time, you can't tell me this, that you gonna meet a person, and if you impressed by that person, you don't try to be a little bit more better than your regular self.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. How do we?
Any of you. If you don't, then you ain't really trying to get it.
This is what we can go into. Okay, so I met her in this group called You in Dallas.
Yeah.
A bunch of people in there. It was about 3,000 people in there. Women outnumber men by about 5 to 1.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He want to get in. He like what's that?
Plug in.
Like, so we were just. It's like a social experience.
Right.
A lot of people in there, and I've heard this, they've been full disclosure situations. It's like you see somebody at an event, y'all around each other. I'm feeling you. You done flirted with them in the app, because it's just a big ass. It's like Twitter.
It's literally like a big ass chat room. You remember AOL back in the day?
Yeah,
that's exactly what
people
it's like.
People be in that bitch, adding people in there. It's like, but it's all day. It's constant.
Yeah,
they have meetups throughout the week. Do Sunday fun days together. Have a kickback at somebody's house. We done had about 13 pool parties in the last month. Like. So you put people in settings with alcohol,
right?
So it's like
like the real world.
It's like
basically.
No, it's really like real world. It's like college. Like the Kickback Friday literally felt like college.
Yes, exactly.
Episode of college.
And that's one of the reasons why I got out of it.
It literally was like I'm looking around.
So
and
you had to leave.
Yeah.
It was too hot.
It's just a lot. Or really, for the women is unfair.
Exactly.
Because there's so many of them and not enough. And so you have a lot of women that are territorial. Not even just with the men. It's with the friends. Like you might not like somebody, but she cool with this person too. And it's like you see it as a social experiment. And so that's why I say it's not you meeting representatives. This is like shit. Think you cute. Think you cute.
I mean, anytime you're online, you meet a representative.
No, you don't, because like, do you? Like, I wish you is a way like people come out the gate. Like, we done had motherfuckers come out the gate with like motherfucking thirst trap as an introduction. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm out here. You done had motherfuckers like shooting in people DMs that they just think because it's like people come in with preconceived notions.
Right.
It's really supposed to start as a network thing, but you got one. So you have other channels. You have the
singles.
You have the fitness channel. You have the grown channel. You have the artists like the creatives channels, the foodies channel. But it's that one little pocket channel right there, singles, and sometimes grown. But singles is where that shit go left.
Right.
That's where everybody go. To get their shit off.
Because let's be real, majority of the people that are in the singles chat is because they are not originally from Dallas.
Man.
We're all new to Dallas.
And
so
I got invited,
of those people
and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, because I was in there for like a month before I actually ever went. And so one night I was just like, man, what the fuck going on in here? I'm like, man, these motherfuckers got slack after dark. Or like, they doing like all type of shit. They done made up their own shit. Like, all type of little chick be like, hey, who in here squirters? What? And then you see who you be seeing who.
Look at you. You want me to ask you?
No, I'm straight.
Hey, but the thing is, like this chick was just talking all type of like, man, you know, I'm looking for my rib and da 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 da. 11 o'clock hit. This motherfucker like, yeah, you know, I like to make that nigga eat it. And like, who beer can I sit on? Hey, whose son gonna let me use? Like, I'm like, wow. Like,
see, man, I be.
But anytime you get anytime you put some shit on the internet like that, it's gonna be a spot where it's just freaky shit going on. And in my
but that's why it's jaded though. Because I'm saying all this to say,
hey,
people when they know you in a certain situation, they don't mind coming at you like, man, I ain't gonna lie, shit. I just want to see what that's like. And she like, shit, I know you ain't shit. Like, it's almost like, you know, this nigga ain't really like long term, but it's hot girl summer. You know, it's summertime, fuck it. I'm a teacher. I'll teach 8th grade chemistry. But you know what, shit, bitch, I'm still look good. See, fuck it. Like,
and that's what messed me up. Like, I don't like them type of situations. I'm like, man, don't you know everything documented now? Do you really want to destroy your livelihood over hot girl summer? You really want to be a city boy that bad?
Oh yeah, because motherfuckers got cameras is everywhere now.
You know what I'm saying? And then they don't say nothing. Like I was in a little group chat like that for Little Rock, and then this one girl, man, she really didn't even say nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we was just all talking about going out, kicking it on a Friday. We like, all right, babe, we gonna go to the art night, sip some wine, go over check the live music out. And she was like, if you really want to get it ignorant, we gonna go somewhere later on. Somebody screenshotted that, sent it to one of her clients, and the client said then, you know, voided the contract because of like some defamation type stuff.
Like how and like
and
you
she
know
lost
what?
money.
And you know why I kind of say that? I speak to that also is like
that's just some hating ass shit.
Because you gotta think
it is.
Like I look at a place like the app. Like a lot of people in there have shit going on. They have good corporate jobs or nice businesses. They got brands like. But they had a pool party. They didn't have one too many. They done drove the boat a couple times. They had the twerk contest and so they post that shit. Then somebody done screenshot it. You on somebody's page, you don't even know there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen that. Yeah. Well, you got somebody who has a large following. They like, hey, can you take that down? Like, we ain't, like, this is just what it is. And so that's the dangerous part is because it's like, when can you let your hair down? And so doing that around strangers because you know somebody online, you don't really know them.
You don't know.
And I think a lot of times is people feel like now is like I can just be more open because people are like it's networking groups, it's happy hour groups, all type of ways for people to meet. that would have never met any other way. And so you don't really know somebody else's limits. You don't know somebody what somebody's really into until you put on the spot for it. Like you like think of somebody like shit. You meet this person in the group, y'all both in IT, so you like, man, we gonna go and get a drink, man. We gonna go and kick it, da da da. That nigga put a goddamn line on the fucking bar. Like, you want this, nigga? Like whoa.
I can tell you stories like, nigga, you programmed it.
Yeah.
Hey, you a druggie, nigga.
I didn't seen that shit.
Yeah, I done seen that shit too.
But I know you didn't seen it.
Yeah, but I done seen that shit too. But
I done seen it too. I'm an artist. So we see everything, man. You talking about they hire a band or something like that for a little corporate party, and yeah, they let stay here all the way down. Sure.
Oh no, I done been. My first corporate Christmas party, like I got groped by one of our VP. Well, she was an AVP. Like,
for real,
she wasn't.
So you got sexually harassed?
I got sexually harassed.
You should have got.
It
millions.
was the beard.
I didn't have a beard back then. This was babyface Twan when I had hair.
Oh, she just
so
like
I had
the
young. I was fresh out of college, so I had a little. I had a little.
You was thick too.
I was feeling good. I was straight. I was in shape.
She wanted
so my back was wide. They say shit like that. You got a wide back. So she. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I know like how you gonna bounce back from this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta see you Monday. You know that, right? But they like, fuck it, like, cause I got asked to go to a swingers club, like out here in Houston. I mean, out here in Dallas. I
somebody at your job?
No, like just somebody. Like, I was like,
you didn't go?
All right, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't go.
Why not?
I gotta do some shit like that out of town. Like, the last thing I mean,
that ain't no big deal in Dallas. My Uber driver asked me to go to a swingers club. That ain't no big deal.
You really think I want to see my fucking IT, goddamn head of IT, like, and his wife and that bitch in with they shit at? Like, I feel like Dallas is small enough to where, like, I'm going to know somebody in that bitch. I don't want you looking at. Cause I know I'm just sitting there because by invitation. You actually with this shit, like you about this life. So I don't want you to be like, bro, like you with this shit too, nigga.
Disclaimer to that.
What's up?
Most of the time, if you go there and you see someone there that you know, they know damn well they didn't want you to see them either. So they ain't gonna say a damn thing about you being there and about them being there.
So you been to one before?
I have. I've been a few times.
Yeah, I'll be like this.
Have you ever seen anybody in a swingers club that you know?
I have.
See you.
How was that interaction? Did you speak?
I did. I nodded my head like I was supposed to. Yeah.
Like, what's up?
What you mean, like you supposed to? That like swingers code?
That's what I'm saying.
It is. You actually do have actual
word? I'm just making up
swingers
stuff.
club. No, you really do.
Because like
you
like
no, I'm dead. Yeah, exactly. Like you can't go into a swingers club and just go in and touch people. That's against the rules. You have to make eye contact. Like they have actual rules that you have to follow.
Like
they sign paperwork and everything.
It's like a mating call.
Basically,
you gotta do paperwork too.
Yeah,
you got you like, okay, let's go sign this paperwork right now.
No. So when you first, I've been to a few, but the one back home, when you go in, they have two separate ones. So you have the swinger side and you have a club, right? And you can go into the club, have your drinks. They have strip poles, everything. Yeah. And then you go to your left, and that's where they have the actual. It's like a big ass room, right? And they have like all these different rooms inside. So you get to the front. First of all, it's like $55 to even get in, and then you have
it's
to
like
give your
$200
ID.
For a nigga by himself.
Yeah, exactly, and that's for a couple, right? He's right. So when you get there, they have like 6 papers that you have to actually go through, and you have to sign. And there's rules, and, right? All that stuff.
So
because it's safe, you
stuff?
have to. You don't have to read it, but it's safe. They actually like make sure the rooms are sanitized and clean, and because they get expected by the health department. Like, it's the actual business. It's not like it's somebody's house. You just go in there fucking. So they'll let you know if you get rude or aggressive or you touching somebody without their consent. You got to go. You can't even like touch someone. No, me? Yeah. No, I keep my hands to myself.
Have you ever been approached by? Like,
yeah,
I'm sure
absolutely.
As a black woman, you come in there.
Yeah, they like, oh,
it's like, oh shit.
Absolutely.
So
it's about to come true.
How is the normal approach? Like, have you been approached and have you engaged in any way?
I haven't engaged yet. I would like to.
Really? All right, so what has kept you from engaging before?
Well, the few times that I have gone, I've gone with like my best friend and her husband, so of course I couldn't.
How the fuck? Wait, hold up.
So what was they doing though?
Okay, so this was their first time. So anytime you go to
Cause I think they might be trying to let you know something. You know, they might be trying to warm your ass up.
Right,
like, hey,
I mean, they had their days.
Cause that's weird though that they invite you and you only.
No. I invited them.
So they
hell no.
They were home. They were home talking about that shit. They're like,
so I think I'm interested. I'm interested.
No, I invited them.
You about that life or what? He went over and had a conversation with us. He was like, look. So
be interested?
Okay, hold on. Who did you ask first? Did you ask them as a couple?
No, I asked my best friend. So
okay.
A guy actually took me the first time. So I had never been before. Okay. And he sent me this flyer about Eyes Wide Shut. And I was like, what the hell is this? So I Googled it, of course.
Little signals.
Exactly. And we had never slept together. So I Googled it, of course, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I was like, whatever. So I went and I was like, oh shit.
They have like a mask and shit.
No. These people were like,
what you wore?
I wore jeans and a top because I didn't know what to expect. Exactly.
You ain't even easy access.
First of all,
they let you in.
First of all,
she got jeans on.
I wasn't expecting to do anything because this is my first time going, so I didn't know what to expect. So I went and I was like, oh shit, like this is real. Like they really have like. I walked into this big room and there were like couches along the walls and they had pornos on the TVs and there's a big ass bed all the way in the back. And I seen like a couple back there fucking. There was this lady and two guys next to her. She's sucking both of their dicks at one time. Damn. You got another guy over here. He's getting his dick sucked and the lady next to him is actually fucking him while sucking his dick. It was just so awkward. Damn. So after I went, I was like, y'all.
And you just sat there and just chill?
I literally was standing because listen, first of all, it was my first time. So I was so scared. I was like, what am I supposed to do?
So how long did you sit there though?
We stayed for probably about an hour and a half.
So y'all were just watching people have sex for like an hour and a half?
Okay, so first of all, that's one of my kinks. Don't kink shame me, but I like watching people have sex.
No.
That is my thing.
I was just like, you were just into virtual reality porn, basically.
Exactly.
3D.
I was watching it.
3D.
4D. Is that a real thing, Spider?
You know what?
That shit about 8D.
All the dimensions.
No, but that was like, it was cool. So I told my best friend, I was like, hey, we should go to this swingers club. Like, let's check it out. So they had never been. So they were like, cool, we gonna go. So they did the same exact things. It was their first time. They didn't know what to do. We just sat back and watched. That was it. We sat back and watched the whole thing. And so I went again. Now this time I actually participated.
Oh, wow.
What you do? No, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying like give a play-by-play, but how did you like integrate yourself? Like how did that go?
Well, it wasn't really that I integrated myself with anyone else in particular. Again, like I said, I'm a watcher. Okay. So I went with a guy and I just wanted to see him interact with someone else.
Ooh, okay. So that was your first time having that situation? Mm-hmm. And did that turn you on?
It did.
That's what's up.
Damn. You're a real one. Yeah. Because the thing is, you know how secure of a person you have to be?
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing you're getting over is like, because it's like you're not getting anything out of it outside of, of course, looking and getting turned on by it, but it's like you allowing them to get pleased by somebody else.
I think
really, she just threw homie an alley. Like, come on,
right? Exactly. You better show out.
The funny thing,
get it
that's what it was, right there.
You don't make my shit look bad.
Listen, I was really like, I wonder if no, it was more so like I wonder if she will enjoy it as much as I do. That was all I wanted to know. Like, do you fuck them the way you fuck me?
What was the verdict? Did he show up?
I mean, he showed up, but I didn't feel like he did it a little. Because for him, I'm going to tell you, y'all men are so funny. For him, he was like, I don't want to do it.
He was like, what's the catch?
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, what's the catch? And I'm like,
I want to see you fucking up the bitch.
You sure?
Like, and then you say that I want to watch.
Who, me?
I want to watch.
Bullshit.
Man, that nigga came like, man. He hit the man like, he don't want to give us. If you don't fuck the shit out of her,
hey, and
you don't fuck. She better fuck the shit out.
Listen, that was literally I'm like, what you doing?
you gotta coach this nigga how to fuck somebody else. God,
because he was literally just like, at first it was kind of awkward. It was like, I don't really want to do it, and I'm like, bro, it's not like you ain't cheated before. So I mean, you've cheated before, so why not just let me see how you fuck these bitches?
But you know this is like a double standard. Because you imagine if a nigga had approached his wife, like, I want to see you fucking the nigga. That is damn near pimping. Like,
it's like you getting in trouble and they be like, you know what? I want you to smoke all this weed right now.
You damn right.
You sure you want me to?
You
damn right. You better fuck all.
You want me to smoke all this weed right now?
That remind me of that damn movie. Remember what's that movie that came on Netflix where the dude called his wife? And then he was like,
black dude from
now I'm finna hit yours. You know
so and then he, oh man,
that was like with the gun though.
Ain't it like intruder
I
or
think
some
I saw
shit?
this shit.
Cheater, adulterers.
Adulterers, where the black dude was fucking the white dude chick.
Yeah.
And so he walked in while they was fucking and held the motherfuckers hostage at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Ended up fucking his chick, old lady. I'm like, is this a dream?
Hey.
Cause he fucked up, and I'm like, nah, ain't no way.
Yeah,
I think it was. Cause I'm like, ain't no way, but it's so that kind of fucked me up because I'm like you get turned on by this shit, but like say you get turned on by it, but then it like just hits you like, I don't know. Can you imagine a party foul?
There you go.
But
alcohol abuse.
Literally.
No, but can you imagine though, like a nigga fucking your chick? And she make noise that she ain't never made with you before. But
maybe it's because you in the room. You gotta trick yourself into some more shit.
No, what I'm saying is, like you can obviously see, like say for instance, you ain't never made your wife squirt before. And this nigga fucking your wife and she squirt for the first time ever.
Packing my bags.
I'm right home, salty to the bitch. Yeah, good time, huh?
Yeah,
good time.
Obviously,
but you know
the chemistry I thought we had.
That's the risk you take when you playing those kind of games.
Your wife doing shit you ain't never. Like, you deep throating. What the fuck? This nigga coaching your wife. Just relax your throat.
Oh no.
Now you got it.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, dog. You better be king nigga if you let your wife just go out here and fuck up the niggas. Because nigga, like, bro, she gonna be looking at you. I gotta fuck this sorry ass nigga again. Like, she just got her back blown out 2 days ago, and you come in here with this shit talking about. What's up, baby?
It's worse than actually getting knocked out in the fight in front of your girl. Hey, are you mad at me? But the other day, you know what I'm saying? Your performance wasn't what she thought it was gonna be. Yeah, whoop his ass, baby. You know?
Like the nigga might as well just come up and snuck your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this nigga did, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, man.
You supposed to want your girl to be that happy. Though,
she sitting there fucking you thinking of this nigga.
You gotta go ask the nigga for some pointers, man.
Hey, some nigga just got molded up, bro. He hitting shit that she ain't know was there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta go back to the drawing board. It's kind of like
that's the worst. That's why when women cheat, bro, like it's a wrap. Because if she repeated
it's like going through life trying to like keep your girl from knowing the secret that it's better dick out there. You just gotta trick her for the rest of your life.
Man, you better hope she love your dirty. Because you got some women that love them. They do way deeper than sex. Even though he got the same 6 strokes.
Hey, bro.
You know his whole routine, but she love this nigga because he. You got some women like that. Then you got another woman, like especially say for instance, you met her at 19. She ain't know her body. She learning it at 28. Then 30 come and she's finding out about different shit. And your ass still wanna fuck her like, baby, it's morning time. Get on your side. You know what I'm saying? So she's sitting there looking at porn and shit. You know, because women look at porn way more than niggas realize. And she finding oh shit. Where the fuck I find this shit at? You know what I'm saying? You think the nigga the only one that's unhappy like with the sex life? Like your wife want to bust some shit open, bro. You just ain't put her in a position.
She probably just tell you she want to bust some shit open and just have this conversation with you then.
But niggas are too nervous or too scary and egos to have that open. Are you pleased?
That's what it is.
But are you pleased? Niggas are scared to ask their wife that and without actually. Because if she say the truth,
you need
it's gonna hurt your damn feelings.
You need to ask them what I need to do.
Yeah, love hurts, man.
You know
You gotta be hurt.
But you know niggas' egos. Because first they gonna have to check themselves to be realized like, man, I'm slipping. Because you're gonna have to identify as like, I ain't doing what the fuck I'm need to be doing. Like,
but how many men can you necessarily say can put their ego to the side to say, I'm tripping?
The problem.
That's the problem.
Hey, man.
So that's the reason why we don't want to say anything, because we already know. That's like you coming to me and saying, babe, I feel like you might need to go get your pussy tightened.
Hey, but he might be feeling that way. He might feel the same way.
I'm getting lost in
Then I'm gonna feel like, well, bitch, you need to tug on your dick a little bit more.
What if he just brought home Kegels or some shit like that?
Exactly. Like, she would probably feel offended. But then you can't feel offended if I tell you might need to tug on your dick a little bit more.
That's just a conversation.
She bringing you Extends cream and shit like that.
Hey, y'all might want to get a performance review every like 3 months or some shit.
No, like
just keep it out.
No, I really believe every couple should go to sex therapy because
judging from
at least once, I feel like every couple should go to sex therapy.
I think every couple should go to therapy, period.
But therapy is because I feel like a lot of people sleep on the fact.
But I disagree.
It's a lot of different types.
The reason I say this because a lot of times people have to be probed to have the conversation sexually that they wouldn't normally have. So it would need to be somebody who kind of leads you to those topics.
But at the same time, you got to remember that sex between people in a relationship, whether you're married, whatever the case may be, it's always emotional.
It's the intimacy, and that's what it is.
Exactly.
But that's what I feel what you're saying with therapy. But all right, so therapy, okay, because they can lead you to questions like, "Are you?"
There you go.
I'm repressed sexually.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Well, every couple needs to go to therapy because sometimes you need somebody to talk you through the conversations you wouldn't normally have. Because you got to think, bro.
But you got to make sure your partner is open-minded enough to be able to have those types of conversations.
Be the problem.
But I feel like if you set that tone from the beginning of your relationship, they should have no problem with this person anything to you without you feeling some type of way or your ego getting in the way.
And that's where some of the toxic traits come from. You know what I'm saying? For men and women, it's just sometimes you're not used to being able to express yourself.
And now this goes all the way back to my initial statement that men need to start coming in the door and letting us know exactly what you want. If you know damn well you ain't trying to marry me, then bitch, tell me you just want some pussy. If you know that you like just want a girlfriend for the time being and you ain't looking for no longevity, just tell me that's what you want. If you know that you coming in the door and your dick might be little but you love me, okay, then that's fine. We can work with the little dick. I can get on top and I'll make myself come.
Every nigga with a little dick gonna tell you that the fuck though. He gonna be like, you know what?
Not at all.
Sit on my face.
Hell no. You all exactly. Thank you. I've met niggas with a little dick and they will eat the fuck out your pussy.
So dude be like, look, my dick little, but I eat your pussy like a motherfucker.
No, they not gonna tell you they dick little. I mean, who walks around saying they got little dick?
No nigga says that. He gonna be like surprised.
Exactly.
Like, you know, I do like surprise. And it's like,
no, it's never like a surprise. That's a story.
Don't be that light surprise.
No, it don't.
I mean,
it don't.
I'm just saying, you saying people need to keep it real, but like that's not. You just
on the island, wilding on the island.
I'm sorry, Flip, bro. I couldn't pass it up, bro. It was right there. You know how sometimes this shit just like right there, like nigga, I gotta hit it. Like, what you about to say?
Okay, what the fuck was I finna say?
Hey.
What I was gonna say is you were just saying like people need to tell you about what they're about and be real about that. Mm-hmm. So if that's part of what he about though. Like that's part of the package
what is that?
Right there. Look,
that his dick is little?
Hey, my dick probably a little smaller than what you're used to.
So wait. As a woman, no man has really came out and said, "Hey, I got a little dick." Always usually
okay. So like y'all have sex and then
we aren't even having sex at that point. Like usually it's like, all right, I'm coming in the door eating pussy. Like you gotta come out with your best shot first.
Lights off, baby.
The lights was never on.
That leads me back to why I originally said that anytime you meet somebody for the first time or anytime, you're gonna go a little bit harder about yourself. Cause he know you're gonna overcompensate. So he like, okay, my dick's small. Hey. So that means
but it all depends again on how you came into the situation.
If we want to just keep it on a sexual thing, I feel like that first time, either two things can happen. But both of them gonna pertain to one thing. Or you either gonna be in the group chat as like, bitch, or are you gonna be in a group chat like, bitch? Like, it's two tones. Meaning, like, didn't you show up first time? Like, cause your first impression is a lasting impression. You show up to the party.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me cut this shit right here. Y'all, you know what? Men have this misconception that women just sit around in group chats and we talk about y'all dicks.
A lot of y'all do.
Let me tell you. A lot of
motherfuckers do.
First of all, a lot of the dicks don't get talked about. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there.
Some niggas ain't even getting put in the group chat.
Some niggas not even put in the group chat.
I didn't know it was the third tier. I was thinking it was first tier, second tier.
Didn't even make the cut.
This niggas ain't make the cut.
That's some niggas that we like.
Man.
My homegirls asking like, well, what happened to Sir? Oh, we still cool, you know.
They don't even know that
nigga don't even know that I smashed a nigga, and I'm like, oh, I gotta.
You know what the motherfucker want to tell you how bad this shit was, nigga. You was sad, like nigga. I'm erasing.
So are you saying you not telling the hide the good dick, or you not telling just guys it's bad?
Cause you can't tell who them blew your back out.
Okay, well, first of all, it all depends on our relationship. If we just fucking, I don't mind being like, oh yeah, the dick was good, bitch, because that's for everybody.
Okay.
But
you lying. Let your girl.
I kind of believe her though, man.
I'm talking about her. I'm talking about her. She about that life. But a lot of y'all chicks ain't sharing that shit.
No, because usually they I'm gonna tell you the thing. They like the idea of the nigga. It's not even about the nigga. She loved the dick, but she like the idea of this nigga, that dick being hers. So she's not gonna talk about it to other women.
Yeah.
Why?
She break it down in context.
Exactly.
All this is contextually, speaking like.
So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, nigga. We ain't talk about y'all in the group text. Like, I'm gonna be real. Some of y'all
I know I done
don't
been
make
in some
it.
Group chats. God damn it.
I
just seen the screenshot.
Throwing dick.
No, back in my day. You know what I'm saying? Back in my prime, like
when you had the big back.
I was wide back, you know what I'm saying? Strong legs, you know.
Exactly.
Hey, I was doing calf raises and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. Hey, but no, man.
Nah, but a lot of y'all don't make it to the group chats, bro. We don't discuss every nigga that we smash, because some of them don't even be worth discussing. There's some that we don't even speak of because really you didn't leave a print for nobody to notice you even here. So why even talk about it?
Man, so basically what we said is you better knock the bottom out of it first time to make it into the group chat. Tier 1.
Right.
Tier 2 is like, nigga, he a little iffy. Tier 3, nigga, you are a ghost. Like, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of ghost, I think Power will come Sunday.
You know what? I'm so sick of Power.
Like, goddamn it, I just want to see how it ends. We done already been invested. I'm like, goddamn, who gets killed? Who get arrested? We might as well finish the shit. But
it's not gonna be over though. Didn't he say he's gonna?
Yeah,
man, I ain't got time. I ain't following him no more past this shit, nigga. Y'all done dragged this shit out enough. Like, so, like, I just want to see who end up where, and I just really want to see goddamn Tyreek get his ass like.
As his son, I watched like 3 episodes.
I just want to see this whole ass nigga like. Cause he over 18 now. I can call that nigga a whole ass nigga, bro. This whole ass nigga.
You been waiting for his can't wait.
Man, this whole ass nigga, man.
Is he really that messed up, man?
This nigga, fuck that nigga. For real. I'll beat his ass if I saw him.
Oh man, come on.
No, cause he's a dope actor. That just means the nigga a good actor. You know
he ain't gonna feel like that when you whooping his ass.
Hey, nigga, you ain't shit. But no, like, man, I just want to say, man, first of all, man, thank you, Osyrus.
Already.
Thank you, Antoinette, for pulling up short notice. Anytime. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope ass show, man. I'm glad y'all came out. Y'all got any? Well, first of all, plug yourselves, let people know where they can find you.
Already, yeah, man. It's your boy Osyrus Bolly, Osyrus, last name Bolly. I'm on all the streaming music platforms: Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever. You can find my music on there. Man, just be looking. I'm gonna be down here in Dallas, hopefully a little bit more, man. Kind of, you know what I'm saying, just spread my message about social justice and criminal justice reform. I want to give a shout out to my boy Kenny Reams on Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that story out, man. Got a documentary called Free Man. We're gonna start doing some screenings around the nation, so hopefully I'll be able to bring it down to Dallas and tell people about it, you know.
Dope. Antoinette?
Look out for me, you guys. Of course, like I've been telling you. You trying to go to Eyes Wide Shut?
That was
you trying to go to Eyes Wide Shut? How long you gonna be in town?
Oh no, I gotta get on. I gotta be
on
a rally.
That made him nervous.
I gotta go to a rally. I like your edge doing that. All right.
He's like, you ready?
Yeah,
Call me on guard.
The spot is you own that bitch.
No, I ain't going.
I'm sipping on this crown. That's what I'm doing.
But no, you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is just a glimpse. JUSAGLIMCE 2_. And be on the lookout because I am starting my own pod. It will be called The Black Imbalance.
And if you in Dallas and you think you are unfiltered black woman that'll make a dope co-host, because you hear she unfiltered, you see she about that life, so you better be about that life.
You gotta definitely.
So if you're interested, man, reach out to us at Unspoken Conversation on IG, or you can reach out to her in her inbox. We'll tag her in the story, of course. You know what I mean? Like, be on the lookout for her, you know. For this to be your first pull up on her, she did dope. Yeah. She was dope as hell.
Yeah.
She a natural.
I appreciate it.
So,
and you got that radio voice too.
I was trying to get my little me sexy voice on today.
But yeah, man, and shout out to our boys that missing in action. The boy D-Boy and the boy Knowledge. It was first day of school, so they got excused absences. So we'll let them niggas make it this time, man.
Hey, this nigga Knowledge sending me texts like, good segue to Jay-Z.
Nigga, don't be trying to coach us, man.
Nigga, I ain't see this shit, nigga.
But nah, man, of course, you know, this Unspoken Conversation. You can always reach out to us at Unspoken Conversation on Instagram, also at unspokenconversation.com. The merchandise, of course, is in the link on the page and at the website. The supporters rock with us. You know, if you're hearing this, share it. Let somebody know. Let a friend of a friend know.
So, I need some merch.
Yeah, you know, you got to put you on. You part of the family now, so we got to get you some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
let me plug this really quick.
What's up? Plug it
here. Shout out to the Beehive and Grits. It's an all women's group. We do the women empowerment for here in Dallas. So shout out to us. We do like a monthly little brunch and get together.
Do you have a page or?
We do. It is called Beehive and Grits.
It's spelled like it said.
Exactly. So Beehive AND Grits.
So if you ain't on no bullshit and ain't no drama,
right? It is a very much a grown lady, sophisticated podcast. I'm sorry, not podcast. But it's a women's group. It is a podcast.
Because I'm sure y'all brunch conversations be lit.
Our brunch conversations are always lit.
Mimosas and females is a hell of a combination. Bring another carafe, please.
You know it.
But yeah, man, so we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Spider, you got something for us to go out on?
Yeah, I got another Osyrus track on.
Oh, yeah, you know, we ain't already rocked with him once. We're going to get it.
I got to give it up to you for that intro. The intro was dope.
Appreciate it.
We fucking with it.
Dope.
Yeah,
we got to
man.
fuck with it.
We lit a little bit.
So y'all go and support the boy.
Happy birthday.
This is Unspoken Conversation, episode 52. We out.
Yeah, man.
The sun scorched our body, so we came to party. It's no lie, no lie. I'm more than natural.
Happy black girl, don't lie, don't lie. This whole queendom is fly. I know it's been a lot of hating since your big chop. I think it's lit up top. You so hip hop. Whole lot of culture shaming on your natural hair journey, but you slain in the spirit, not to worry. I just pray that you be honest and you stay patient. Protect styles and late night maintenance. Your hair is your crown. That's a powerful statement. If your own talk down, call that self hatred. When you be posting your styles, I be like, you're not the one for attention, but that's what it do. They see the health in your hair. You went back to your roots, and I show you the roots. Look how full it is. Your melanin.
No, you did great for real.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
I ain't know if you was gonna get on here, you know, outshine shit. Like, yeah, you need to get your podcast.